So my name is Anthony Henderson. I'm the Chief of Police in Wiley Police Department here in Texas. I've been in law enforcement for a little over 22 years, and I've been the police chief here for 5.5.
I think the online training that most officers take, if it's video based that you're watching, it's long drawn out videos that I think you really struggle along the way to try to figure out what information am I going to have to retain. It's almost like you're focusing more on retaining information, be able to pass a test at the end of that versus really retaining it from a learning standpoint. So the longer those videos go, the harder it is because you're trying to take notes of all of these things that are being said because you don't know what a test question is going to be. I think that really hinders you actually retaining the information to build skills. And what I liked from the skill builder training is the videos are shorter, but as you're going along, it's actually building that repetition in it. So it provides you a correct response or things to look for and things to document and address as you're going through your training, or if you was on the streets, your actual interaction with somebody. And inside that, it's also telling you areas where areas of concerns and things to look out for and to watch for. Kind of those things that kind of trip us up in the field, in our documentation, and in court. So I really looked at this particular format because it's building that repetition as you go along. So what I like about this particular course for the Wiley Police Department is we have a very young department, and a lot of those officers that are coming in brand new, it gives us a tool, a training tool to provide them to where they're kind of building these skills early on, and they're able to go back in periods of time and watch these different things to help them out as they go along. I think the other part that's beneficial to us is I have a big gap between the young officers and more tenured officers. And a lot of those tenured officers are in your specialized units, or any of them that are going back out to the streets, whether we're working step program or whether they're transitioning back over into patrol or into maybe traffic or whatever. This is a really good refresher for them. If they've been doing DWIs in the past, it's a real good refresher for them coming back out of kind of picking back up on the things that they need to look for in this personal contact phase. If you are better trained in DWIs, the likelihood is you are probably not going to go to court that often, because I do think that you start making a name for yourself in how well you document and conduct your investigations on the roadside. I think that what you've provided here is a good step by step, and I think that even going through the course myself, there was some things that I've been doing DWIs for a long time, and I was one of those guys that actually sought out, trying to find DWIs and get them stuck and get them off the streets. And there's things that you've brought up in this training that I look back over my career and I go, I probably could have helped myself out a little bit more if I would have known to ask some of these questions, or at least get this stuff documented in a question format on the side of the street that would have really eliminated some of the questions that I received on the stand. My initial plan when we started going through this particular training was I want to provide this to all of our new officers coming in, no matter what experience level they have. I could see us rolling this out also to, or making it available to any of our officers that would like to take this course.